Look at me, alive and on time. Congratulations. It's due, I think. I bet everyone's thinking, oh, she won't come on at 9 o'clock. She's never ready at 9 o'clock. Well, I'm proving you all wrong. I'm here, I'm live, and I'm on time. Just 4 minutes late. Hello to you all. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you're enjoying the wonderful weather we've been having. Haven't we been lucky, guys? It's been amazing. I'm all summery. I've got my summer stuff out. I bought myself some new shorts the other day. I don't like short shorts though, do you? How are you all? Hi, Michelle, Skipper, Erin. Lovely to see you all in. Yeah, went shopping the other day for shorts, but not short shorts. Don't you just hate it when they're selling like short shorts and they're no more than pants or knickers, as we call them over here? And you think, well, I don't really want to be walking around with half my bottom hanging out for all to see. That won't be nice. That won't be nice for anyone involved, especially people looking. It would be ghastly, let me tell you. I'm glad you're catching up on my last few videos, Michelle. Hi, Steph. Yeah, I went to numerous shops. All I wanted was some shorts that were sort of above the knee, obviously, but not sort of up my bum. I mean, some of these girls, when they think because they're really young, they think they can wear anything. No, it's not good look. Nobody wants to see your bottom wobbling in front of them when they're out shopping or anywhere. It's just not a good look. Hi, Rye. It's been incredibly hot. I will never complain about the heat. Are you liking the scarf look today, guys? I need to get my hair done, so it's like anything goes on the head. Hi, Erin. Did I say hi to you? I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, so as usual, Rye likes to see women's bums. Well, isn't there a time and place for it? Talking of which, who's been watching Love Island? I think I may. I mean, I've never thought I would say this, but I've just remembered I haven't done my lipstick. I think I may actually do a video on Love Island because it is hysterical. So look, I've got my lipstick. Look, why? It's been one of those weekends where I've just said, why? All the time. Hi, Blue Ivy. I'm glad you like the scarf. I like scarves and I always like them on other people. When I try and put them on myself, I never get the look I really want. The other day, it's funny, I was in the queue and at Sainsbury's, at Tesco's, and you're standing in the queue. I didn't race anyone to get there. Hi, Gary. Thanks for calling in. I didn't race anyone to get there, but I found myself in the queue. You know, the one where you sort of do it yourself type thing. And all of a sudden, I've stepped back and there was this big African woman behind me. And I went, oh, I said, where did you appear from? She recognised me as being a nutter immediately. So her face softened. And I said to her, I don't know where you appeared from. She was literally right there. So I said, were you running? Were you trying to beat me? She was laughing. She had this scarf on her head. It looked wonderful. I said, oh, God, I love your scarf. I said, how do you do that? I always try and do that, and it never works on me. So anyway, we became best friends. We're off to have coffee next week. We're not really. Oh, you hate the do-it-yourselves, do you, Rye? I quite like the do-it-yourselves. Mind you, I normally get in a fluster, it has to be said, but then that's nothing new. Jan not in a fluster is not Jan. Don't do Love Island reviews. You'll forget everyone's name. I know. That's true, actually, Rye. But I am so enjoying it. I really am. My favourites, I have to say, is Maura I think she's great. Maura would be like I would be in my youth. I would have been like Maura, very self-confident. I was very confident as a youngster, as a youth. Why do I keep saying youth? Youth is teens. I wasn't that confident in my teens, but I mean, in my 20s and 30s, I was very confident of myself. So Maura just reminds me of that. Hi, Caroline. Thanks for popping in. I'm just doing a makeup tutorial. No, I'm not. Guys, I went to see You Like Amber. Hi, Faith. Thanks for coming in. You like Amber? Yes, she is very pretty. But what about these new ones coming in? Some of them are sassy. I like sassy girls. As long as they're not slappers, I like sassy girls. And I was always very sassy. Hard to believe, I know, but I was. I have to get this lipstick on to perfection. Anyway, yesterday went to see my eldest. On the way there, I drive through because I live sort of in a village, and I drove through this village, and they had like a lovely scene. It was of a village cricket match going on, because that's what happens over here, because we're British. Anyway, so I thought, oh, that would make a good Instagram story. But then I was in a hurry because I'm always late. Sorry, I just have to sort the nails out. Ooh. And anyway, so I thought, well, I won't stop. Now, on the way home, a few hours later, they were still playing cricket. So I pulled the car over, and bear in mind, it's a typical English village. Okay, so you've got the village green there, and they were playing cricket. That's what I'm getting at. Anyway, so God, it's so long-winded. I'm like Don Mon. Anyway. Anyway, so I get out the car, and just as I sort of got out the car, and then I'm walking around the car to get to the pavement, I see this ball, this cricket ball, this bright red, hard cricket ball heading towards me. So I'm stood there with my camera or with my phone, all ready to take, and I'm like, now. Those of you might notice that I may stand out sometimes when I go out, especially I stand out when I'm in a in a village where they're playing cricket, and I think they were all white, and they're all in whites. So there I am by the side of the road with my locks and whatever I was wearing. Can't remember what I was wearing. Brightly coloured shorts, brightly coloured top. There I am. And this ball is heading towards me. Now, luckily, it was on the ground. So I thought, I'll handle that, because I used to play football. So the ball's come towards me, and I'm thinking I better stop it going in the road. So I've stuck my leg out to sort of stop this ball. It's hit the inside of my foot and bounced off and hit me in the shin. With such power, I thought it had knocked a hole in my leg. So I'm aware that all these cricketers are watching this stupid woman with her locks standing there with a phone, and this ball has bounced off my shin. I tell you what, guys, I was in so much pain, but I thought, no, I have to front it out. So I sort of turned to try and rescue this ball before it hits the car, and one car went past, and then the second car stopped for me. So I thought, right, go and get the ball now. So I've gone, oh, thank you very much. And I've tried not to hobble across the road. So I've like sort of limped over and picked up the cricket ball, so aware that everyone was watching me. Normally it doesn't bother me, but in this instance it bothered me because my leg was hurting so much. So I've got the ball and I've thrown it to this guy who's come running over. Wicket keeper, I don't know anything about cricket. So I've thrown it to him and he's got supersonic like to catch it. I said, wow, that was a good catch. And then I've stumbled back into my car. My leg came up like a bloody bowl last night. I was in pain, guys. If you want to see what it looked like, go onto my Insta, because I put it in my stories and I said, I got hit by a cricket ball on my drive home today. Don't ask. So that's a story. I was telling my daughter, she went, Mum, I can't believe that would happen. I said, nobody's going to believe me, but it's true. I would show you the leg, but it's not too bad now. It's gone down a bit and it's not bruised anymore, but it's tender to the touch. I was injured. Oh dear. So, Rye had a barbecue last night. Oh wow. Are we talking midnight murders? No, Ria. we're talking me being an idiot. My daughter said, well, why did you stop? I said, well, I like to sort of, I just saw it as an Instagram opportunity. So that was that. Sorry, I don't have Instagram, says Skipper. I'll take your word for it, honestly. You have to laugh, don't you, Skipper? You have to laugh. Yes, it is very quiet tonight, Rye. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'll tell you for why. Because I had a bit of a spat in the week. I'm just going to say it very, very quickly, and then I'm moving on. I had a Twitter spat in the week with somebody that has a following that sort of intertwines a bit with the nasties that I was involved with a while ago. So I put up this video because I was disgusted that this guy would use a picture of a dead man, 48 hours dead. I don't think he was even that. And he would use that as clickbait. That's it. So I had a few sort of to's and fro's and conversations about the situation. Some people didn't agree that I should pull this guy up on it. I felt I have every right to pull him up on it because I was actually really upset about it, guys. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised we've hardly got anybody in here. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've got my morals. I stand by what I've said. I stand by how I feel. I do feel it was very, very wrong. I did also actually watch the Keemstar snippet that somebody put on Twitter because I haven't really watched any Keemstar before. I've seen him floating around before, and I understand that now he's being blamed for this guy's suicide. Do I think he's responsible? Personally, no. It's not just one person that's going to be responsible for somebody's suicide, in my opinion. I can only talk from my opinion. And in my opinion, I think it's I don't think one person was responsible for this young man's decision making. But I do feel that it was circumstantial. I do feel that perhaps the guy, and I'm not a qualified psychologist, so I'm not saying it because I think I know. I'm just saying, in my opinion, and from what I've read, it seems that the poor boy did have, and I call him a boy because I've got 3 children older than him. So to me, he's a boy. And when you look at him, he's a boy. And I felt that I've lost the thread. I've lost the thread, guys. I just feel that Keemstar, that's what I was saying, is he responsible? I feel that what happened was circumstantial. I also feel that it was because the guy was in a very bad place that wasn't picked up by other people necessarily. If it was picked up by other people, it wasn't dealt with by other people. From what I gather, from what I feel, if somebody is going to do it, they're going to do it. Now, that doesn't exonerate Keemstar or the other YouTubers that gave him such a hard time on YouTube. They were disgusting to him, and to mock him the way they did is just awful. I've heard somebody say that, oh, well, that's what happens in the gaming community. Well, that doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right, because sooner or later, one of the people that they're targeting is going to have mental health issues, and quite probably or quite possibly could try and harm themselves. So I do feel that although I would not blame Keemstar essentially for what happened, I do feel that he should and probably does feel instrumental in this guy's choices. Now, as I say, I'm not blaming anybody. Some people, when they write things, they're very black and white. Life isn't black and white. You don't get black people and white people. You get brown people. Yeah, a mixture. It's the same with opinions. It's the same with people. People are very different. But what I've learned over the last few days is that this guy suffered with mental health issues. That's what I've learned. And I've learned, it's all well and good blaming people. Oh, let's blame him because he said that. And let's blame the doctors because they didn't keep him in. At the end of the day, if he had decided that that's what he was going to do, he would do it, guys. That's the sad reality of it. And yeah, so, I watched Keemstar, and I don't know him, so I don't know how sincere he is. But what I will say, I would like to think as a man, as another human being, that I don't wish suffering on anybody, but I do believe in retribution, and I do believe in fate, and I do believe in karma. And I do feel that if he does feel he's to blame in any way, then that is karma. That's all I'm going to say. That is karma. The same as if I had been really mean to somebody over and over and over again to the point of bullying, and they did something wrong, I would feel as if my actions had contributed to his suicide. That's all I'm going to say about that, I think. Right. So yeah, I must say I've been quite upset about it. I've been upset about it on many levels, predominantly because I feel for the family, because I know I'm a mother of 4, I'm a grandmother of 4. I've had 2 members of my family with serious illnesses. I know what it is like to hurt 4 my family members. My family are my life. My kids are my life. So if anything was to happen to them, I can honestly say that I would be devastated to the point of not wanting to live anymore. That's it. I've said it. I wouldn't. So the point I was trying to make to Eric, let's call him who he is that although he's suffered with the 2 suicides in his life, it doesn't qualify him to use his actions, his feelings, and his empathy to do what he feels is okay, because in my opinion, it's not okay. It's not okay. Have respect. You've got to have respect. You've got to respect other people. And he doesn't know what this family's going through. Just because he's been through it, it doesn't mean to say that he knows what they're going through. I mean, I've been in I've had both my granddaughter and my daughter had cancer within 5 years. And I still would not claim to know everything about these 2 different cancers. I still would not put videos up about cancer awareness. 1, because I know that there's so much of it out there anyway. 2, because that's my life, that's my privacy. And if somebody was to bring out, I can imagine, if somebody started talking about cancer and stuck a picture of my daughter up there or stuck a picture of my granddaughter up there, I would go apeshit. I would. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And that's why I do feel really strongly about it. I was accused of not having compassion. Compassion runs through my veins. I can't help it. It's the way I am. So, just a joke. Anyway, right. Yes, people are tacky, Faith. And, you know, the way I am, I find it very hard to keep quiet. You know, I do have a platform, both on Twitter and also on here and also on Instagram. And if I see something that I find really appalling and really sort of upsetting, I'll say something. You know, I'm not a sheep. I am my own person. It usually takes a lot of different situations compiling into a big thing that causes them to take their life. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you, Blue Ivy. I don't think it's only one thing. It might be one thing that tips them over the edge. But I would feel that, what do I know? I can only say how I think. I think it's a combination of things. It's like it's like a running ball, like a snowball that picks up more and more snow as it gets along and then it gets bigger. I have my issues I have to deal with. I deal with mental health issues. So I understand how the mind can be very, very forceful. And sometimes we need to take control of it. And I think there's times, you know, perhaps as suicidal people, where they don't manage to get hold of their mind or to listen to their mind or to just sort of be in control of their minds to say, no, you don't want to do this, you know. So it's a very, very bad topic. And so to answer your question or your observation, right, yeah, I'm not surprised I haven't got many people in, but, you know, I would rather have 10 people in that that feel that they understand me than have 25 people in that are just there to watch hate watch or to just be negative, because I try and be positive. It's important for me to be positive. Bullying someone is never right. I agree with you, Faith. There's no excuse for bullying. It's just mean. Absolutely. I don't think blaming one person is the right thing. Yes, that's what I've said, Faith. I don't think you can blame one person. And then there's a part of me that actually feels a bit sorry for Keemstar, because he's the last person, as far as I know, that was seen to be being mean to him. So you imagine he has now got to live with that for the rest of his life. Who knows what that will do to his mental health? It's a big responsibility, isn't it? And, you know, he put out these two videos saying he wasn't responsible and, you know, he knows that people are blaming him. And that's an awful thing to have to happen to him as well. It is. At the end of the day, he's a man. He's got feelings. And, you know, whether he was instrumental in, you know, this young guy's state of mind or not, I don't feel that he should be blamed for what the guy decided to do. He wasn't on the bridge. He didn't push him off, did he? So, yeah, it's hard and it's really sad. I always feel really sad when I hear stories, you know, like that, especially of young people or of anybody that sort of reached the end of their tether, because I know there's times when I've sort of thought, oh, you know, it's all so helpless, it's all so hopeless. But luckily, I've always sort of, you know, managed to get through it. But sadly, some people can't do that. And that's really, really sad. People think they can say anything on the internet. That's true. They do. You know, and I've learnt just over the last year, I'd say, that there are so many people on there that don't have your best interests at heart and don't even have their own best interests at heart. You know, they don't have any what's the word, pride in themselves, or so it seems to me. You know, they act in a certain way that it's like, how can you live with yourself being like that? You know, it's just awful. Thanks, Gary. Everyone suffers differently. Exactly. And I'm not taking it away from anyone. One thing that really sort of concerned me, I suppose, if I'm honest, is when when Eric did a live stream soon after my words with him online on Twitter, and actually said to these people that I wasn't interested in his dad committing suicide. I showed no compassion. I wasn't interested at all. That is an absolute total lie. And it's just showing the victim card. I'm going to be a victim here. I'm going to show you that this person is so mean. She wasn't interested in the fact that I'd lost my dad. Yeah, I can't be bothered with people like that, and I won't be bothered with people like that. That is just lies. And I don't deal with liars. I just don't. I can't imagine what his family is going through. You can never assume. Exactly, Faith. I can't imagine. And I'm sure there's people out there saying, well, why didn't they notice? Why couldn't they stop it? Because people are very good at hiding their true feelings. You know, if everybody could had a flag or something that showed that they were feeling suicidal, wouldn't life be that much easier? But it's not like that. You know, people hide it. And, and especially if they have other mental health issues, it just makes it very, very difficult for other people. You don't know what's going on in my mind at the moment. And I'm talking to you on my live. You don't know. And it's the same with other people. And, people do grieve differently, and people do go through experiences differently. I mean, without going into detail, but when, my kids were sick, I just went completely into myself. I couldn't talk to anybody. I just went completely into myself. Now, other people would have reacted completely different. Just because you've been through something doesn't mean to say that the next person is going to feel exactly the same. There's somebody there. Oh, there's somebody at the door. Just my son talking to his friend. Thank you, Skipper. Yes, I think, I am a very honest person. I just don't believe in just being who you are. Jesus, it's hard enough being who I am. Never mind pretending to be somebody else. People can be nasty on the internet, knowing they will suffer those consequences. I agree with you, Ria. I think people do. And I don't understand that mentality. I really don't. Because even when I think I'm fairly articulate, and I think, I write in an articulate manner. I don't think it's hard to understand what I say. And the reason is because I was a writer. I don't write anymore, but I did used to write a lot. And I worked in schools where I taught English. English was my subject. So. And I think what astounds me is when I've written something down explaining exactly what I mean, and I know that it reads the way I want it to be. And then you get people going, what? What did she say? Oh, well, she's not showing this and she's saying that. And when she means this and that. No, I'm me. Come and watch some of my lives and see who I am. There's no flies on me, or whatever the saying goes. Is that the saying? I am who I am. It's easy to type words out to people, but to say those words to their face is completely different. That's one down part of social media. I agree with you, Faith. Absolutely. And the thing is, I'm the type of person, I've always been the type of person, I don't talk behind people's backs, I'll say it to their face. And it's like when I fell out with Morphe and Pineapple Chunk, I said to them, because we were being accused of subtweeting, why am I going to subtweet? I'll just tell them. I'll just say it to their face. So, it's just ridiculous. And I think what you normally find is it's almost like it's a deflection. It's like, what do they call it? Deflected guilt, is it? Or something like that? When somebody accuses you of doing something when in actual fact they're doing it to you, that's what it's like. And people do it all the time on social media. They do it all the time on Twitter. Look at that ear sticking out. Did I do it like that? Anyway, so easily distracted. Sorry, guys. People hide it because of this stupid name. They might be called snowflake. Okay, what's a snowflake? Is that somebody, like, is that another way of saying someone's crazy or someone's got mental health issues? Couldn't call me a snowflake, I'm brown. You got a notification, good, Rye. Oh, hi, Ollie, you didn't get your notification. And I haven't even told them on YouTube that I'm live. So could somebody please, if you're on Twitter, can you please say that Jan's live? Because I haven't done it. Because I'm rubbish. I should really do it while I'm talking to you guys, shouldn't I? What do you think? Do you think I'll lose it? Oh, hang on a minute. Here we go. I do this every time and I think I'm going to lose you. Right, click on that. Oh, the good news, guys, is I've got my iMovie back. Oh, what a relief. Let's go into Twitter. Yeah, what a relief. It's still a bit glitchy. It's still very glitchy. But what it does mean, you'll be thrilled to know, is that I can film now. Before, what I was doing was just going live and filming and sort of chopping it up, which was difficult because I used to chop up with iMovie. Right, so now I'm back in business, guys. Can you believe? Right, I'm live. Let's put that on there. Not that anyone's going to take any notice. Do you know, it's crossed my mind to give up YouTube, if I'm honest. Do you know what I've just put on there? I put I'm not live. See, ridiculous. I have considered giving up because I'm just losing subs all the time. But then I thought, do you know what? Why should I give up? I enjoy it. It's not about numbers for me. It's about the little community I've got, and it's about having fun, and it's about filming. I really enjoy filming, and it's about editing. I really enjoy editing. So, yeah. But it does make you think, when you've got people that just dislike you for no reason. I haven't done anything to anybody. I wouldn't do anything to anyone. Why would I? What's the point? Right, okay. Snowflake is a term used to describe overtly sensitive people, if I'm not mistaken. That's me. That's me. I am overtly sensitive. Yes, it's true. Can't help it. It's where I am. A snowflake is easily offended, and I was on about people hiding their suicidal thoughts. Oh, right, so they called you a snowflake because you were talking about people hiding their suicidal thoughts. See, that could really get to you, couldn't it? Hi, Raphael. Thanks for coming in, sweetie. I haven't seen you for a while. Thanks for coming to support me. We've got very few in here tonight, but we don't care because we're all friends. We're a community. Jan, feel free to at me on Twitter when you go live, just in case you. Okay, I will do. Yeah, it's not about the numbers, Faith. So I had a little talk with myself and thought, no, I thoroughly enjoy it. Even before I had, hardly anybody subscribed to me, I still enjoyed it. I enjoy the process. I enjoy the process of sitting down and talking in front of my screen and then uploading it and then editing it and just having fun. That's what I like. Obviously, there's going to be down times, and I'll be honest with you, these down times this last week has been really hard for me. Yeah, I'll be honest. I have mental health issues. I've just had a new diagnosis, guys. And so I've had to deal with that. And then this. And it's been hard. And, there's questions that, there's a few things that I need to sort out. And it's not nice, when you feel that people are just having a go for the sake of having a go and they're just doing it for no reason. I just don't understand it. If you don't like me, then just don't like me, but don't put nasty things about me. I mean, my friend who used to come in here, Fedora Chick, I thought she was my friend, but I found out that she was saying things about me on Twitter. And it's like, why would you do that? Why? When this happened, and somebody had said, oh yeah, well, Jan just, blocks. She puts out a question and then blocks. No, what I do is I put out a point that I'm making and I'm making it to one person. Yeah. So if other people then decide to jump on that tweet, why shouldn't I block them? I'm not talking to them, especially if they come in at me saying, oh, you're just being mean to him because blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not. I'm trying to ask him why he would do that. How can he do that? I don't need all these other people jumping in saying to me, oh, well, you're hypocritical. You've got no compassion. You're this, you're that. No, I'm having a conversation with somebody who hasn't got the decency to reply to or to respond to what I'm actually saying. All he was doing was regurgitating the things that he does to everybody. I'm not one of his people. I'm not one of his people that needs to hear him say, you're doing really well today. And I'm not knocking him for doing that. But I'm not one of those people. So when he started talking to me like that, I found that offensive. And also, I kept reiterating my question to him. And I feel that I had every right to do that. Why shouldn't I do that? I was asking him a question and he was not answering. And then people were jumping in with this, that, and the other. You're just picking on him. Why are you picking on him? I wasn't picking on him. For goodness sake. Anyway. So anyway, what I was saying was, and I'm not afraid to name people, Fedora, what is it? Fedora Chic, Chick or whatever, was always in my lives, always chatting to me. She likes her music, and I thought, great, I thought we had that. And then I went in, I've got 3 accounts on Twitter, so you can never hide from me. Anyway, so I went in to see what was being said, and up she pops. Somebody had said, oh, all Jan does is say things and then blocks. Right, I've just explained that to you guys, what I do. So Fedora said, yeah, well, I'm surprised she's not blocked me. She's always, what was it she said? I'll tell you guys what was said. And I just thought, I just don't understand people. Why are people so two-faced? I don't get it, guys. Can't we just love and be loved? Can't we just live and let live? Because especially when something like this happens, why is everybody at each other's throats? It just doesn't make sense to me, guys. And it has affected me, and I didn't want to talk about it because it has. I don't know if I want to go in on that one. Because it did affect me. I'm not lying. I'm not a liar. Anyone that knows me will know I'm not a liar. I wear my heart on my sleeve so much sometimes I just get bruised all the time. But anyway, that's by the by. And I've really tried not to let it bother me because I have my own issues going on. I've got my own things going on in my family. I've got my own mental health issues. As I said, I've just got a new diagnosis. I don't go and broadcast it on here. I tell my friends on here, but I don't broadcast it to people because I'm not coming on looking for sympathy. We're all who we are, aren't we? That's the way I look at it. Let's see if I can find out what she put. And I just thought, I can't believe you just said that. So I actually answered her. That's the point I'm trying to make. I answered her. Let's see if I can find it for you. Sorry, guys. Just have a little sing-song amongst yourselves or something. I probably won't be able to find it anyway, guys. I really didn't want to get onto this subject tonight because I know I still feel really strongly about it. It still upsets me, if I'm totally honest with you. So I really didn't want to talk about it, but hey. We have, right, let's see if I can find what I said. And then perhaps her tweet will come up. Where is it? Anyway, there we are. Right, okay, here we go. So she said, this is straight talking Fedora. She said, she hasn't blocked me yet, but her friends have. How am I responsible for what other people do? Come on. Asking me a question and then either blocking me or shouting over me, preventing me from answering, is another huge pet peeve of mine. So I wrote to her, Fedora, no, I haven't blocked you because I have always enjoyed and appreciated your support. Please be aware that I have never blocked anyone simply for asking a question. If you have a question, please go ahead and ask me. That's how I responded to that. And then after that, she didn't come back to me. I then said, I would also ask you when I have ever shouted over you, in inverted commas. I guess I can no longer expect your presence in my live stream. I haven't seen, she's not in tonight. So I assume she's not coming back. Now, why? I don't get it, guys. I just don't get it. And yet, I've noticed she's liked some of my Instagram posts today. So what's that about? What is it? It's almost like people can't be themselves on Twitter and they have to, be affiliated with a particular group of people. I don't do that. I'm my own person. Have you considered another? Okay, don't give up. Oh, thank you, Faith. Have you considered another platform? Now Twitch, Periscope, if you don't like YouTube. I like YouTube though. I like it. It's not YouTube that I get the problem with, it's Twitter. So if anything, I would shut my Twitter account. It's not got many on there anyway. I would shut Jan's Reviews. I wouldn't stop doing my videos because I really enjoy doing my videos and they help me. I have not been called a snowflake yet, but I would tell them to off if they did. So would I. Oh, we've got Emoji Queen Vanessa in. Hi, Vanessa. Ollie, you can keep up. You can keep the emojis up that Vanessa sends because I really like them and she makes me smile. Oh, but Vanessa's got tears. Why are you upset, Vanessa? Tell me. Write to me, darling. I like doing lives and connecting with people. So do I. So do I, Blue Ivy. I must check you out. And in fact, guys, if you put hearts up, can all of you then go and check out that person? Or better still, put it down in my comments because I quite often don't get many comments on my lives. So if you go into my comment section once this is over and done with, and then put down your link, or, you know, say I have a YouTube channel or whatever, then we can all go and we can check you out. That's probably a better thing to do. I have been, Raphael. I have been really busy and always sad when I see I miss your lives. Oh, Raphael, I have missed many people's lives that I enjoyed. Glad to be here. I'm glad you're here as well, Raphael. And I wanted to keep it light. It was important for me to keep it light because I've not been great this week because of that, and for other reasons. So I wanted to keep it light, but at the end of the day, we have to talk about things that are affecting us, don't we? And if you guys want to talk about anything else, put it down and we'll discuss it. Hi, Kate. Lovely to see you. Can't stay long tonight. I'm sorry. Just wanted to say hello and show you some love. Thank you, Kate. I really appreciate it. I always appreciate your comments as well, Kate. They're lovely. Ollie says there's this practice some websites use when a YouTuber gets a big sub boost, like you did back in October. They send a ton of bots to sub. Then once the boost dies down, they start up-subbing the bots. Oh, do you think that's what's happened, Ollie? Because I'm losing them all the time. That said, Ria says, that said, I'm too shy to be a YouTube creator because I have spent a lifetime being judged by people I know. Not going to let strangers do the same. That's really sad, Ria. I've been judged a lot as well, but I just don't take any bloody notice. I just think, get on with it. You must be really sad if you spend your time judging other people and trying to sort of make them feel bad about themselves. What kind of person does that make you? That's the way I look at it. And I've actually been quite lucky with YouTube. I've got very few. Having said that, I'll probably get thousands now, but I've had very few trolls compared to what I see other people get. I go in some people's YouTube channels and they're, you know, some of the things people say to them are just awful. And I think that's just such a horrible thing to say. I'm no angel, believe me, but I think I've got my morals. I think my morals are clear and they're true, you know, and I am a very compassionate person, too much so sometimes. Trying to change Twitter users' minds is like talking to a revolving door. It is, Ollie. It is. And the thing is, what I do sometimes is I take a break from Twitter Jan's reviews because it's so toxic. It really is unbelievably toxic. My other Twitter account, where I've got way more people on there, is not toxic at all. So sometimes I go on there. Don't worry about it, Jan. People like that aren't worth the mental effort it takes to get upset about their scummy behaviours. I totally agree with you there, Ollie. Totally. Sometimes you have no choice but to block. When someone is nasty and you don't want to argue back. I agree, Ria. And that's what I do. Must take care of yourself first. Glad you are. Some people can be so hateful. A bit sad if one thinks about it. How miserable their life must be. To be hateful, that's exactly my philosophy. I just think you must have a very sad life if you go around hating people that haven't done anything to you. I can understand you hating somebody if they've done something really badly to you or done something badly to a member of your family. You know, I can understand that. Listen, I'm an old bird. I've been in really bad relationships. I've had, bad relationships. I've had bad things happen to me. my heart isn't filled with hate. You know, what's the point? It's only going to drag you down. And you know, I think if you're that way inclined and you've got so much hate in you, what kind of person are you? You know, I mean, I'm not saying I'm always all singing or dancing. I'm certainly not, but I'd rather be like that than be a hateful person. This is why I'm not on Twitter. As for Fedora Chick, you're always being respectful to her on your live stream. Always, Kate. I liked her. I thought she was my friend. I really thought she was my friend. Vanessa is upset today because I went to opticians to get my eyes tested. And what eyesight, it's got a lot worse than what it was before. And plus dealing with family members. I'm so sorry to hear that, Vanessa. I'm really sorry, sweetie. I don't know what else to say to you other than to say you can always come in here and talk about it. You know, I love your emojis, but, you know, if you've got something to say, darling, then say it and, you know, we can talk about it. So do you have bad eyesight? Anyway, that's what I'm reading from here. I'm really sorry. Hopefully, you know, they'll be able to do something to make things better for you. And family members, yeah, I know, dealing with family members isn't always easy, trust me. Been there, done that. Happens all the time. Yeah. Yeah, can my mods keep up Vanessa's smiley face, her emojis, because I like them, and I think that's the way Vanessa likes to communicate, and I'm happy with that, guys. Oh, hi, Maria. Thanks for popping in. Reading through Fedora's Twitter makes me happy she didn't stick around for longer. She makes herself out to be so self-entitled. Oh, really? That's interesting. See, the thing with me is I'm not afraid to say people's names. What's the point? I mean, you know, when they're talking to you or when they're talking badly about you, they're using your name, so why shouldn't you use their name? And plus one of my family members is slowly dying with dementia, so that's why I have not been myself for a while lately. So that's why I'm sad. I'm so sorry you're sad, Vanessa. I feel for you, darling. I really feel for you. Oh my goodness. I hope things get better. I really do. And to, you know, to see that happening to one of your family members must be excruciating. I can't imagine, you know, how you cope with that. I'm so sorry, darling. Rye got hate on his Love Island video. Why? Why? I'm sorry, Rye, darling, but you always seem to get a lot of hate, don't you? And I don't understand why. Is Love Island good? Love Island is brilliant, Maria. Where are you from, Maria? Are you from UK? Ollie doesn't like it. Listen, I can't believe I'm enjoying it. Both my girls are on the phone to me every day and we're talking about what's going on there. Oh, can you believe this happened? And oh, can you believe that happened? Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me, guys. I'm actually enjoying it. Oh, good Lord, it's tripe, says Ollie. Oh, I hate it so much. Yeah, it's, do you know what? It's something I watch. EastEnders is taking a bit of a dive for me at the moment. I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really feeling the new Bobby. And there's a few things. In fact, I think I've got 3 episodes to watch. I need to get my finger out and watch them. But Love Island is just, I watch very little TV, so I like sports. So I've been watching the England Women's World Cup and been enjoying that. And what else? And Love Island. And Love Island is just easy to watch. It's just silly TV. It's fun. Makes me laugh. And also it's something for me to talk to my daughters about. It's amazing. I said to my daughter, I can't believe I watched this and I can't believe I enjoy it. She said, I knew you'd enjoy it, Mum, because you enjoy Big Brother. And I went, oh yeah. She said it's just the same as Big Brother. And it is very similar to Big Brother. Oh, you're in California. Okay, Maria, so you don't know what Love Island is. I shall condense it as much as Jan can condense anything. It's a villa, I think it's in Mallorca, and they send over 5 boys, 5 girls, and they have to live over there. They go on holiday there. They're there throughout the summer, and basically they have to team up. That's where they got the idea of Love Island from. But they're not just your usual communal garden humans walking up and down the street. They're like very good looking, both the boys and both the girls. So, and it's just watching how they get together, and then, you know, the things that are thrown at them. What's thrown at them? Yeah, the things that are thrown at them throughout the week, and they keep bringing in new girls to tempt the boys and new boys to. I'm just loving it. It's funny. Making me laugh. You live in California. Oh, lucky you. Right, Vanessa. No, there's nothing anyone can do about my eyesight, because already asked for an operation when I've got diagnosed since 2001. Would eyes disease just got a little bit more worse and slowly. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord, Vanessa, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. But if I remember, you're a dancer, aren't you? So can you continue to do that? I hope you can continue to do that. I hope you can continue to enjoy music. Right. You know what? Oh, Ollie's going on one now because he's shouting. Ollie's shouting. You know what? Usually I'd be inclined to agree with you, right? People like that, like what they like and so forth. But the fact that so many people like it is a big reason why I hate it. Yeah, but you could say the same thing about Game of Thrones. I've never watched one episode of Game of Thrones. Just doesn't appeal to me. I have to say, one of the reasons is I don't understand what the title means. Game of Thrones. I don't understand it, so I've never watched it. And yet it's huge. It's huge. Vanessa, darling, please don't cry. Just try and sort of enjoy. Oh, bye-bye then, Erin. Thanks so much for coming in, sweetheart. Hi, Instagram Jasmine Joy fan page. Hi. My Yankees were in London. What's that? Yankees? Is that a football team? Right. Ollie's going off on one about Love Island. Shall we read what he says? Scummy pervert producers. Why? Why are they scummy pervert producers? You've got to answer these now, Ollie. Headache-inducing editing. Is it? God-awful music choices. They don't have music on there, Ollie. Lack of any interesting contestants. Creepy shop choreography and dreadfully dull high school drama. Well, I can see why you don't like it then, Ollie. Why do I like it then? Am I losing the plot? Oh, dear. America versus England on Tuesday. Yeah, I tell you what, the Americans have got a good team. Whoa, they have got a good team, but then so have the Brits. What do you think the score's going to be, Rye? Are we going to beat the Americans? Hi, Jasmine. Yeah, the opticians asked me today, would I like to go to the hospital? Then I told them, no, because there's no point. There is no cure for my eyes anyway. They're going to get worse and worse. Oh, that's really sad. Photos of people from the opticians today. I said, no, I would not want to go back to the hospital because it's paying for when it drops in my eyes, because it's painful. Well, you're in London, aren't you, Vanessa? I've never watched Game of Thrones either, or Big Brother. Oh, baseball, says Maria. No, I've never watched Game of Thrones, and yet it's absolutely huge, isn't it? So I told her, no, just give me my new glasses. I just have to get on with it, and very thick lenses on my glasses, because what I've got, there's no operation, nothing on my eye, so that's why I'm blind, registered blind. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Hopefully they won't deteriorate anymore. I suppose, you know, you can always hope, can't you? Doesn't mean to say that they're going to get worse, does it? The red wedding was excellent on Game of Thrones. Not if you're a weak stomach, though. See, I don't like things like that. I don't like blood and gore on TV. No, I don't. Show me a nice hunky man and I'm happy. The good thing about Love Island, it does have a few hunks on there. All right, I know they're young, but you know, Jan does like her hunks. And they don't have music on there, Ollie. Right. Ollie! I don't know where Ollie's got these ideas. I don't know where he's gone. They are scummy pervert producers because of all the sexual harassment accusations. Also, they always make sure to line up the perfect crotch or breast shot. Well, I've missed that. I don't see any crotch shots. Or breast shot. Anyway, it's hard not to have a breast shot. Have you seen some of those bikinis? And what's with the bikini that comes up to there? There's a bikini, guys, that comes up to there. So you've got like the under boob is on show. What's that about? Why would you show what? So they cover the top bit, but they show off the bottom bit. Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. Right there, editing is headache inducing because of all the flares and overexposure effects they splice between 0.5 second long clips. Pair that with the dreadful pop music. There isn't any dreadful pop music, babe. There isn't. I haven't seen any. But yeah, I do appreciate what you're saying because you know about editing. So I'm not going to argue about it, darling. You just don't watch it, darling. It's better if you don't watch it, Ollie. Just don't watch it. Yeah, there is during the transitions and stuff. Is there? I've not noticed it. I've never watched Game of Thrones either, says Maria. You know an awful lot about it for somebody who hates it. Yeah, Ollie. Oh, dear. Oh, my darling Vanessa, you will be in my mind this week. But, you know, with everything, we need to find a positive, you know. It's like when my family was that ill, we had to find a positive. And the positive was that in a month's time, she would stop having that dreadful medicine. And in a month's time after that, this would happen. You know, we have to find a positive somewhere, sweetheart, you know. I like Game of Thrones, personally. I'd recommend reading the books instead because the show kind of lost the plot after season 6. Okay, my personal fave show at the moment is Black Mirror. I haven't watched that either. I don't watch an awful lot of TV. Kate says, you haven't been perving, have you, Jan? There. I don't perv. I just appreciate the body form, especially on a young, nubile young man. Can men be nubile, or is it just women? Nubile means flexible, doesn't it? Yeah, so men could be flexible. All right, take nubile out. Young, hunky, handsome young men. There's nothing wrong in looking. What's wrong with you? Ollie on a rant. Yeah. Amy and Curtis are fake. Do you think so? I like Curtis. Everyone likes Curtis. Yeah, Kate. You have to, don't you? You know. I like Curtis as well. I've said to my girls, if you came home with a Curtis, I would have been delighted. Wow. Not because I fancy him. Oh my God, no. But because he's a lovely guy. He's just such a lovely guy. And can you believe he's only 23? He's 23. And he's so grown up and he's so kind and he's so lovely. Is his head going to be turned? When I finish this, guys, I'm over there. I'm on the sofa with my jelly babies and I'm watching it because it was so good last night. So, oh dear. I'd love to see you in Notting Hill Carnival, Vanessa. Please take some pictures. Are you on Instagram or are you on Twitter, Vanessa? I make sure I follow you. I will follow you, and I don't follow everybody. Right, where are we? It wouldn't be a true Jan's live stream without a little Ollie rant. I'm quite happy. You rant on as much as you like, Ollie. Why bother wearing a bikini that leaves nothing to the imagination? Thank you, Ria. I agree. When the first time I saw it and we had like the half boobs sticking out at the bottom, I thought, does she know her boobs are sticking out there? And then I saw another one had got the same top on, and I thought, they must know. What are they doing? But luckily, they've only got small boobs, so I don't think it, well, it's still bad enough. But you imagine if they had great big meringues. I mean, no. I mean, if I had... I can imagine if I had them. Oh, my God. Oh, dearie me. I don't know why I'm laughing. I just laugh at myself. Right, why? Yeah, I watched one episode of Game of Thrones, but found it dull, so gave up. I think I might have watched 5 minutes of one once. I thought, oh, let me see. No, not for me. You have, you would have appreciated the body forms and nice smells. Oh, coming from the yachtsman at Cowes last evening, Jan. Oh, would I? Would I? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I like sailors. Sailors, yeah, but not yachtsmen. Yachtsmen are a bit sort of toffee nosed, aren't they? What were the nice smells? I'm intrigued. Tell me. She pervs on Patrick. I don't perv on Patrick. I don't. I don't. Where's my fan? I don't perv on Patrick. Stop it. I just go all ditzy. That's not perving. Oh dear. He's such a sweetheart. He's just so cute. It's not that I perv on him. It's just that he's so cute. He's just so adorable. He really is. It's just like, oh. Anyway. I'm gonna get work. Oh, hang on. Thinks Jan should do Cows Week. Yeah, maybe I should. There are lots of men walking around in short shorts. I like short shorts. Not on me though. No one's getting me in short shorts. People feel bigger behind the screens. It reminds me of Lord of the Flies when they smear mud and disassociate from being actual people and consequences. And yes, I agree with you, Michelle. What a fantastic analogy. I agree with you. Wow. Do you know I read Lord of the Flies? I think probably when I was at school, and I still remember it now. It's a horrific story, wasn't it? I think I saw the film once, which wasn't a patch on the book. But then I don't think films are as good as the books. Oh no, I've already got a white cane that sometimes I take outside. My white cane. Oh, Vanessa, darling. How old are you, sweetheart, if you don't mind me asking? Patrick versus the judge. My seat's gone down, guys. My seat, I'm gonna disappear. I'm a brush. It's all going to pot. Collapsed. Oh my god. Get up there, you lump. Oh my lordy, Miss Claudie. Oh, dearie me. Right. Oh, Kate purrs on Patrick. Oh, he's delicious, isn't he, Kate? Absolutely delicious. Who will take me out for dinner? They're both taking me out for dinner. Ah! There you go. And I didn't eat either of them. Because I'm a good girl, I am. I'm a good girl. I think they just look at me as if to say, how is she so bad? That's why I get on with them, you know, because they just know I'm a nutter. I wouldn't meet half the people I meet if they thought I was normal. Listen, Patrick knows he's got a lot of women out there that love him, absolutely adore him. I just mess about with him. No, it's not my drama fan. It's when I'm talking about hunky men, Maria, and I get hot flush. I know. Happens every time. Scratch those two, of course. Jan would be going for the classic. Oh no, I bloody won't. No. I have a whole lot of shows I enjoy very much. Can't wait for the new show, the new series of the Roswell, New Mexico to start. I love the original show from the 90s. Oh, right. Where are you, Raphael? My daughter went out with a bloke called Raphael once. That's all I've got to say about it. just thought I'd share it with you. See, I've gone all ditzy now because someone's mentioned Patrick. Please stop. Can they not fix that at all then, Vanessa, in operation? The nice aftershaves they wore at the evening. Oh, you went to the evening do. Oh, I say. The thing is, guys, in reality, I know if I went to somewhere like that, I'd be talking to everybody. But they don't take me seriously. And you can't blame them because I'm a nutter. So that's fine. You not seen the judge in a while? No, I haven't. He's so blooming busy and he keeps travelling. He keeps going away. But I'm still in touch with him. Still wished him happy birthday. When he's not so blooming busy, maybe we'll go out again. That would be nice. But yeah, no, he's busy. That's the trouble, you see. These guys are very busy. Is that no? One of my favourite lines of a movie ever. I'm a good girl, I am. Yeah, that's me. I do say that sometimes, but nobody believes me, Raphael. I'm a good girl, I am. You need to see this, Patrick. Put in Google Pilot Patrick. He's my man. Nobody can have him. Mine. Are you on about the judge who was the best man at Cumberbatch's wedding? Yeah, that's me, Rinda. That's me, Rob. I've met him as well. He's lovely. He's lovely. I only meet lovely people. The Cumberbatch wedding was on the Isle of Wight. No, it wasn't. Her mum lives here, apparently. No, Cumberbatch wedding wasn't. Oh! Yeah, I take that back. I thought you were talking about when Cumberbatch he officiated Rob's wedding in Ibiza. So I've got that wrong. So yeah, oh, that was on the Isle of Wight. You watch The Judge every day. Aren't you married? No, I'm divorced. I'm a free bird. I'm free. Come and get me if you want any of this. I don't date. I don't date because I've had enough of men. Sorry, any men out there, but no. Don't even think about it. Quite happy on my own. Although, was it Rob? I think Rob said that I should go on Blind Date. And he said I should go on what was the other one? Gogglebox. He said, oh, I'll put a word in for you, Jan, for Gogglebox. I went, I don't want to go on Gogglebox. Apart from what? You use that line a lot as well, do you, Raphael? You're a good girl. Oh, you're in California as well. No, I don't do Kylie. Sorry, Hannah. Hi, sweetheart. Thanks for popping in. I don't do Kylie. No. Where is my cat? Oh, there she is. She's never far away. Bless her. I know people have said I should do Gogglebox, but the thing is I can't do it on my own. And the son won't do it. Can you imagine? No. Hannah, get on your cat. Yeah, Rob was his best man. Yeah, I know. I know Rob. I know the Robster. I've been up to see his show once, I think. But I've seen he does a lot of charity work, so I've been to quite a few events, which I prefer. I prefer to go to those because I can speak to him and he can sort of come and sit at the table. I'm getting a cough. It's time for me to go. The Judge Life Stories is good, yes. They could do a hybrid Gogglebox. You and Rob. I'll mention it to him. He's a very, very lovely man. I only like lovely men. Please convince. Oh, I've done that. Yeah, so, yeah. Sorry if I've shot you down in flames there, Hannah, but I don't like Kylie Minogue. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. She was very lucky, you know. She was very lucky, 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 lucky. She was very lucky, you know. That's why I don't like Kylie Minogue. It goes from my... Can I ask you guys to please check out my music video? Because if you were in my stream last week, you would have known what was on it anyway. But, cute. What? What, Ollie? Hi, Jan. Sorry, I must get off. Hope I didn't lower the tone. No, you didn't lower the tone. You made me laugh. Yeah, thank you so much, Kate. I really appreciate you. You're lovely. Lovely jubbly you are. So, guys, I'm going to head off. I've had a good time. Raya said what I think. I'm going to see you next week. I'm going to try and film a video. hate to say it, but it might be a Love Island one because I'm having so much fun with it and it makes me laugh. And at the moment, I need that. We all need that, don't we, guys? We all need a bit of laughter, a bit of fun, a bit of jollities. So I might do that. I'm a big woman in age. Vanessa, you are in my thoughts. Please contact me. If you ever want to contact me, you can contact me on Twitter or Instagram. Just be sure you are in there, okay? I will be thinking of you. I don't give BS. I will be thinking of you, sweetheart. And I love you coming in and being a part of our little family. So I'm going to say I can't do a Don Mon video because I haven't been watching him. Laughter is a great thing. We have to laugh, guys. There's so many atrocities in the world. There's so many awful things that happen. We have to laugh. So you take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for coming in, keeping me company, making me smile, making me sing, making me laugh. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you very soon. Take care of yourselves out there. Bye-bye for now.